All right, Joe, if you could show me on my Savage Model 93 how exactly the folks at home, how you'd mount that right onto my gun.
Absolutely. The kit comes with a quick mount. We do have other mounts that you can use for if you want a more permanent, but the quick mount's the way I prefer because it will fit on a 1-inch or a 30mm scope. It goes on very quickly and you can switch it from gun to gun. It also lines up with your crosshairs. I've never had an issue where they weren't lined up with the crosshairs. So it's very quick and easy. Just all you do is just spread it out a little bit by turning this the set screw that tightens up the mount. The quick mount will just go on the gun. You put the light in, you put the flat end up. The word Night Eyes usually is what I have up. You just kind of put some pressure on it, hold it in place a little bit. Crank it down a little snug. Then you have the female end of the Velcro over here, the male end here, push it right there. And you can secure this a little bit better if you'd like by using some electrical tape or some camo tape. It has an attachable halo shield that you can either use or not use. It's user preference, and it slides on, and it's just this beveled end here, so it stays on by friction. It's just a matter of just pushing it on, and now you have your halo shield for your gun light. It's attached. You can either use the clicky switch that comes with it, or you can use the pressure remote switch. It's a dual mode remote switch. We need every advantage we can get from us as perspective of a hunter, because one little thing or one little mistake we make could cost us the harvest of a nice coyote, and we've all made those mistakes and we try to learn from them. So we've had this switch completely silent. It's also a dual mode, so you can use it for pressure or you can use it to just stay on until you push it again. The gun light is completely waterproof. You can submerge it in water. The glass lens on our lights are 3/16 of an inch thick. We dropped them on concrete over 30 times before the lens broke. So they're very durable and they'll withstand any type of gun you can use, 12 gauge, 10 gauge.
What we use this sunshade for here on the end of the flashlight, why does that serve as importance to us in the predator field?
Yeah, like I said, it's user preference, but I like to use it because what it does is it extends the beam before and it takes that halo effect, which would come out and kind of the light that would spill out the end of the light and it would reflect off the barrel. It minimizes that. It also does that is it lets the light, when you have it on the scope, it extends it. So if you have your thumb up here on the pressure switch, or if you're holding the gun like this, you'll get light that will reflect off your finger back in your scope, and you'll just get a red glow. If you put the halo shield on, you can avoid that. And sometimes us as predator hunters, when we see that coyote coming in towards us, we get excited and we put our hand up. We may not have a good grip and your thumb's up a little high, and you'll get that feedback from the red light back into your scope. This will prevent that from happening. The light is only, without the sunshade, is only 6 inches long, and the total weight with the battery installed is only 7 ounces. So it's light but yet durable, and we're really happy with the product. We really are. This is our HL08 R model. It's for red. Night Eyes headlamp. It's got adjustable brightness in it. You can adjust the brightness anywhere from 10% up to 100%. Have that locked into memory. It's basically got 3 modes: on 100%, push the button again, and it goes to your preset, which I usually run about 40 to 50% brightness, and I'll see eyes at over 300 yards coming in. And then you'll scan with it, and it has an optional halo shield. Shotgunners don't usually use the halo shield just because it makes a little wider beam, and then they can see that animal when they come down. Get a good cheek weld on the shotgun, they can still see the animal. I like to use the halo shield. Keeps the reflection off your partner, your equipment. And then again, as I stated, I run about 40% brightness. I'll get that animal or that coyote used to that light as he's coming in, and then when he gets close enough, I activate the gun light, I transition over to that, and I look through the scope and make the shot.